Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw, and tonight we have a lot of big matches, but tonight our opening contest is something I wouldn't be expecting, as it's Drew McIntyre looking for some revenge after his former friend Dolph Ziggler turned on him last week on Monday Night Raw. Here in Anaheim, we're about to find out the outcome. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Ziggler, McIntyre. And this is not a match I was expecting to ever occur. And if it would ever happen, it'd be down the road sometime. But, I mean, Ziggler, he cost his best, well, I wouldn't say best friend, but his ally, Drew McIntyre, last week in that one-on-one contest. So Ziggler had his Money in the Bank matchup later on in the night, last week on Monday Night Raw. But first, it was Drew McIntyre taking on EC3 in a Money in the Bank match. Ziggler's music hits, and all of a sudden you see Ziggler punch McIntyre, hit a zigzag. Referee, all he sees is Ziggler inside the ring. He tells Ziggler to get the hell out, and eventually EC3 hits the top 1% on McIntyre, and EC3 advances to Money in the Bank. Then later on in the night, Ziggler was not able to defeat Bobby Roode. McIntyre didn't get involved in that matchup whatsoever. But tonight, McIntyre is not in the mood. And hopefully Ziggler is ready, because McIntyre could just possibly kill Dolph Ziggler right now. This is not a man you ever want to mess with. But especially with what Dolph Ziggler did last week by turning on his ally like he did, that is something. Ziggler wants a death wish, honestly, with what occurred last week. He wants a death wish. Why would he cost his friend or whatever, ally, whatever you want to call him? I was assuming they're a friend, ally, whatever. They teamed up together, nonetheless. But I mean, it's just like, why? Why? I'd love to talk to Ziggler about it. Ziggler has been avoiding us all week. We've been trying to get a hold of him on the phone, in person, but Ziggler making sure he doesn't answer anyone, knock on his own personal locker room, nothing. We tried talking to McIntyre, and McIntyre, all he said is his actions will be dealt inside that ring. That's all he said to us. So this opening contest it's going to be very interesting to see where this is going to go for us, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an absolute, probably, someone's going to be busted open. It's going to be blood, sweat, tears, a lot of everything in this match. Ziggler, he screwed up. He should not have done that. Hopefully we'll get an interview with him actually sometime, but nonetheless, we're about to see McIntyre, Ziggler, one-on-one here to open up Monday Night Raw. And see, both of these men could have easily been in that Money in the Bank matchup, but now we got Ziggler and McIntyre. Ziggler turns his back on McIntyre, and this is what we got. Oh, it was a back suplex connects there to Ziggler. But nonetheless, with all that being said, we'll be addressing the Cena situation. John Cena laid out last week to end Monday Night Raw. We don't know the current situation. Kurt Angle later on will update us on the situation, as well as I'm being told he'll address the Ronda Rousey situation as well, as she right now does not have a women's championship match. She's the women's champion, but she does not have a challenger. As well as later on tonight, we're going to see a couple members, or two superstars, that are going to be in the Money in the Bank matchup for Monday Night Raw. It's going to be EC3 taking on Bobby Roode, one-on-one later on tonight, as well as we have a big main event. Your Universal Champion Shinsuke Nakamura will be in action against Sheamus. Haven't seen Sheamus in a good while, and it'll be a good matchup for both of those men. We know Nakamura will be taking on Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. We don't know the order, as it's going to be a gauntlet match for the Universal Championship. So the odds are definitely not stacked for Nakamura. They're not favoring him whatsoever. Stephanie McMahon's the one that announced it a couple weeks ago, and Nakamura, if he's able to walk out with the Universal Championship, I think that's going to be awesome for Nakamura. But it's not going to be easy. I know Nakamura, his road to getting to WWE wasn't easy, but his match at Money in the Bank will not be easy whatsoever. As look at Drew McIntyre. What a suplex there. He's going to make Dolph Ziggler suffer tonight. I'd love to know what is going in the head of Ziggler to turn his back on McIntyre. Was it just Ziggler was just sick of McIntyre? Was it just not being able to pick up wins? Was it what was Ziggler's official reasoning for doing all that crap? Ziggler taking out that left knee. But McIntyre back up to his feet, though, going for a knee strike, misses out, and now Ziggler from behind. German suplex into a pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? No, just a 1 count. But we are officially 2 weeks away from Money in the Bank. Got a lot of big matches coming your way. Like we mentioned, the Gauntlet match for the Universal Championship, as well as we got the Intercontinental Championship, Jeff Hardy versus John Cena. That may very well change due to Cena being attacked and being taken out last week, but we don't know the whole situation about that just yet. As well as we got maybe a women's matchup, possibly. We'll see where that's heading. The Revival get a rematch against Hawkins and Ryder. There's a current investigation trying to figure out who attacked Kurt Hawkins at the last pay-per-view of Backlash. Ryder was still able to win the tag team championships, but we still would like to know who attacked Kurt Hawkins. And hopefully later on tonight we'll hear from Hawkins and Ryder to see if we have any more in store. Or more of Ryder, I guess. I've been hearing rumblings backstage that Hawkins has been backstage in the locker room with Ryder, so at least he's back here, and there's at least being some medical attention can be applied if Hawkins is having any more injuries. Big punch there from McIntyre. And, throwing him right next to the barricade. That is not going to be feeling good. Referee now at a 5. We have to get these guys back inside the ring here. Big punch there. Reversal again. And now McIntyre going to toss him towards the ramp here. Referee trying to get him the hell in the ring here. McIntyre tosses Ziggler back inside the ring. That's where the pinfall has to occur, or submission. As now McIntyre. Big kick there from Ziggler. Can he capitalize? Famouser out of nowhere. Could that be enough to put away McIntyre? As he stomps on the face again of Drew McIntyre. But McIntyre with a vicious elbow strike, stunning Ziggler momentarily. Kick to the midsection. Here we go. Future shock DDT. Is that enough to put away Dolph? 2. No, 2.5. Very, very close. McIntyre needs to inflict some more damage. Already know he's already inflicted quite a bit already, but he needs to do some more. And now Ziggler with a jawbreaker stuns McIntyre there. And now Ziggler, zigzag. That's what he hit on McIntyre to pretty much cost him that Money in the Bank opportunity. 2 and 3. Ziggler again gets the upper hand on McIntyre. Last week costing him the Money in the Bank opportunity, and then this week with Ziggler taking out McIntyre one-on-one contest. As McIntyre back up to his feet, looking to get some revenge. Ziggler bringing the punches to McIntyre, and unfortunately Ziggler gets the upper hand on Drew McIntyre. Ziggler's got to be happy. He just screwed over McIntyre. McIntyre trying to get back some momentum after losing. But again, McIntyre loses mentally and physically to Dolph Ziggler tonight to open up Monday Night Raw. As I'm being told, we're going to be hearing from Kurt Angle with a update about John Cena and some other stuff coming our way for Money in the Bank. I've talked to John Cena about that unfortunate accident. He said he'll be more than 100%. He'll be ready for his matchup against Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship, so that will save us a match for Money in the Bank. To kind of really talk about The Fiend, this different version of Bray Wyatt, I honestly don't know what to say about it. Bray Wyatt is absolutely snapped, and someone needs to stop him before he gets too powerful, too strong, before anyone else can really do anything about it. And as your Raw general manager, I need to do something about it. So during this whole night, tonight on Monday Night Raw, I'm going to be looking for The Fiend. You know where to find me. I'll be in my office. I'll be looking around the whole arena to find Bray Wyatt. Bray, This needs to stop. You cannot be hurting my superstars. Let's just have a nice quiet chat somewhere if I can find you, and just get this over with. This needs to end. Also, a big situation for Monday Night Raw's women's division. So Ronda Rousey, you currently do not have a women's matchup for Money in the Bank, but that just changes right now. So at Money in the Bank, Ronda Rousey, you will defend your Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks, the boss. That is right, Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. We are back after Kurt Angle. Will be addressing what Kurt Angle just said, but we're going to have the glorious Bobby Roode making his way down to the ring here. Former WWE Champion, and we could be calling him Mr. Glorious Money in the Bank. But he has to go through 5 other superstars to grab that briefcase and become Mr. Money in the Bank. AJ Styles was the first ever for Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor was for SmackDown Live. Could it be this man, or will it be one of the 5 other superstars? I mean, Lesnar's going to be a big fan favorite. Well, not fan favorite, but a big favorite in that matchup for those odds makers there in Las Vegas. If I had to put money on someone, I'd unfortunately have to put it on Brock Lesnar. No offense to these other superstars inside this very matchup, but I really think Lesnar will suplex, and destroy every other superstar in that very ring. Anything is possible, but I think Brock's going to be the favorite in that matchup. But maybe that will change after a couple weeks, as Bobby Roode is going to be taking on EC3. EC3, a former NXT North American champion, the first ever North American champion there on NXT. Bobby Roode, one of the superstars that's been able to hold that NXT championship there on NXT, had a nice reign as well. Not a lot of superstars can say they have won the NXT title and say they won the WWE title. And maybe Bobby Roode, his fortunes, if he wins Money in the Bank, cashes in on the Universal Champion, whoever that is at the time, Bobby Roode could be the first ever Grand Slam champion pretty much. From NXT to SmackDown Live and then the Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles, obviously, he's won the WWE Championship on SmackDown Live, won the Universal Championship on Raw, but has not been a NXT champion. As there he is, the top 1%, ladies and gentlemen, EC3. And to really go back to what Kurt Angle just said, man, I really think Kurt Angle needs to have like an army with him, because I don't think The Fiend is just going to have a heart-to-heart talk with Kurt Angle, because it doesn't seem that's what The Fiend is doing. Last week, John Cena called out The Fiend, telling him, you know where to find me, you know what, you want to make a name for himself, you know where to find me, I'll be back here. Well, John Cena was found. I guess we're over assuming that it was Bray Wyatt, but it has to be Bray Wyatt who did that. We don't have any video evidence of him doing that for sure, but it has to be 99%. 99%. A lot of people are going to say it's Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. But we'll keep you updated on Kurt Angle checking his office, calling people, going through the whole arena to see exactly if he can find Bray Wyatt. As we'll put our focus back on this Money in the Bank preview matchup here. EC3, Bobby Roode, 2 heck of talented superstars right now, going to go at it. The top 1% versus the glorious DDT. We're going to see who's going to be able to get it done tonight. Referee getting ready. Both superstars looking like they're ready. Here we go. And if you guys are just tuning in, you guys missed a great opening contest between McIntyre and Ziggler. Ziggler would get the upper hand on McIntyre. After last week, he costing McIntyre his Money in the Bank spot. Ziggler would lose his own match against Bobby Roode in that Money in the Bank qualifier matchup. And then tonight, Ziggler goes one-on-one with McIntyre. Ziggler gets the upper hand, hits the zigzag exactly like he did last week, and Ziggler defeats him. McIntyre was just trying to get some kind of redemption in that matchup at the very end, trying to attack Ziggler after the matchup, but ultimately Ziggler getting the upper hand at the very end. And I would say, you know, both men aren't really fan favorites at the moment right now. I mean, Ziggler maybe getting hated more by the fans, especially for what he did to Drew McIntyre last week. Oh, it was a big lariat taking down Bobby Roode there. A hell of a clothesline. EC3 trying to prove to the WWE Universe that he's going to be the next Money in the Bank for Monday Night Raw. So it's either going to be Shinsuke Nakamura or one of the 3 members of Evolution to walk out with that Universal Championship. But the question is, who is that going to be? It's going to favor Evolution for sure, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard not to, honestly. As now you see 3 with a big knee strike, and now just that little mind games pretty much with Bobby Roode here. Looking to put Bobby Roode in his place tonight, just throwing him over the top rope. And now looking to inflict some damage. So as of right now, the 6-man Money in the Bank matchup is Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Elias, EC3, Bobby Roode, and the Beast Brock Lesnar. And I mean, you can give each superstar, you know, kind of their own advantage, but when you're the Beast Brock Lesnar, it's, I mean, you definitely got to favor him. I'm not counting out the 5 other superstars. I mean, Roman Reigns has got to be a big favorite in that matchup as well. A former multi-time WWE champion as well, a multi-time United States champion on SmackDown Live. But you know, for the Beast, former Universal champion, I think Brock is definitely going to be a favorite in that matchup. As, wait a minute, Bobby Roode with the glorious DDT to EC3. And is that enough to put away EC3? 2? No, 2.5. Very, very close. Bobby Roode out of nowhere, hitting the glorious DDT. He's going to have to start doing some bigger moves right now. What is left in the tank of EC3 after getting connected with that huge glorious DDT? As now EC3 looking to go to work again, but no, Bobby Roode with a reversal. Just going to continue to stomp away here. Oh, just work on that forearm as well. Oh, big clothesline takes down Roode in the corner. Can EC3 continue? Big boot in the corner, now a knee strike in the corner. Just putting all that pressure right on the chest. That is not going to be feeling good. And maybe Roode or EC3 can make sure that their opponent tonight will be less than 100% heading into Money in the Bank. Because there's going to be ladders, tables, chairs all over the place. More ladders, obviously, for that Money in the Bank matchup. But, I mean, nonetheless, it's going to be very brutal. Superstars are going to be thrown off that ladder, through barricades possibly, chairs, anything, honestly, to get that Money in the Bank briefcase and ultimately change their career. It would be great for these young guys like a Bobby Roode, EC3, a Roman Reigns, or Elias, or maybe Finn Balor can be the first ever 2-time Money in the Bank champion as a DDT, the glorious DDT. But no, not enough yet. But EC3 did have his leg underneath the rope, and Bobby Roode with that closed punch to the side of the skull. As he just stomps to the midsection there. And Bobby Roode is just the frustration right now. He's not too happy that EC3 had his hand or foot underneath that rope there. Ooh, and a brutal elbow to the chest, trying to cave it in. Roode is dominated for maybe 75%. Oh, reversal. What a knee strike. EC3 saw that coming. I think Roode was maybe going to try and attack that knee. EC3 bringing his knee up at the right time and just hitting him the side of the skull. As now, this is a good idea by EC3, slowing down the matchup. Because, you know, Roode was going fast-paced there for a bit. Now EC3 just needs to slow it down as Roode now trying to change the projections of this matchup. Oh! Out of nowhere, a little bit of a face buster, changing up the momentum once again in this match. As now EC3, here we go, the 1%, the top 1%er to EC3 to Bobby Roode. Is that gonna be it? Pinfall attempt, 2, no, 2.5, very, very close. How much more is left in the tank is now EC3 looking to finally put away the glorious one. EC3, here we go, knee strike, and now EC3 looking to put him away. Bam! That for sure has to be it. Not the best type of pinfall, but it could be enough. Yes, it is. EC3 bloodied Bobby Roode, and EC3 continues his momentum heading into Money in the Bank. EC3 came up a bit short in the Intercontinental Championship match at Backlash against Jeff Hardy, and then came up short in that triple threat match between Roode, Cena, and EC3, but he didn't come up short tonight. And EC3, he's going to have this type of matchup at Money in the Bank for that Money in the Bank briefcase if he wants to be the second ever Mr. Money in the Bank for Monday Night Raw. What a match. What a show between Roode and EC3. Look at this, the glorious DDT. I think this could have been it, but you can see the left leg right here underneath the rope, leading to this right here, the 1%, and then leading to the finale to EC3's picking up the victory tonight here on Monday Night Raw. EC3 gets it done as we now get ready for a Money in the Bank qualifier match for the women's division. Bayley takes on Sonya Deville. We are back, and here comes Bayley. The huggable one, Bayley, former Raw Women's Champion, making her way down to the ring. Bayley looking to change the complexion of the Raw Women's Money in the Bank / SmackDown Live Money in the Bank. We've already found out all the superstars for the SmackDown Live side, but now tonight we figure out who is going to be joining Ruby Riott and Becky Lynch to finally, figure out the last two superstars here. So right now we got the 4 from SmackDown, we got 2 from Raw. Tonight we'll get that one more, and then next week on the go home show of Monday Night Raw, we'll find out who the last superstar is to join the rest of the squad. You got Ruby Riott, Becky Lynch, and it's either going to be Sonya or Bayley tonight. And also it's going to be a big thing for Sasha Banks. She's getting an opportunity against the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey, at Money in the Bank. That should be a hellacious match. But a lot of people aren't too happy about her just getting a shot. She did lose her qualifier match against Ruby Riott a couple weeks ago. But, nonetheless, here comes Absolution. Still haven't really talked to the people in the back about changing it to Fire and Desire, but nonetheless, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, big opportunity for Sonya Deville. Mandy Rose came a bit short, losing to Becky Lynch last week. We'll see if Sonya Deville can get something done compared to her partner as we get ready for Bayley taking on Sonya Deville. Big opportunity for Sonya and Bayley. We'll see if Bayley can, get back in that title picture with a Money in the Bank win possibly at Money in the Bank. And then Sonya Deville, she hasn't had too many big matches in her WWE career, and I could say this is probably her biggest of her career, honestly. She's fought off against Ronda Rousey, but that was before Ronda Rousey was the Raw Women's Champion. So I would say this one right here would probably be up there with her biggest matches of her career. As now, Bayley takes her down, and now, single leg Boston Crab to Sonya Deville, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Can she grab the ropes or somehow get out of it? Yes, she does. And coming up right after this big matchup here, we have some tag team action, as it's going to be the Revival, the former Raw Tag Team Champions, taking on the Club, former multiple-time SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. This should be a pretty good tag team match there. And then I'm being told later on tonight we're going to hear from Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, from what I'm being told, actually. I know earlier I was saying that Ryder and Hawkins were kind of in the backstage area and kind of getting some medical attention for Kurt Hawkins, but being told we'll hear from Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder and see how that situation's panning out so far. As Sonya Deville looking to go to work, but no, Bayley with the kick to the midsection, going for a forearm strike, didn't work out. Oh, what a brutal kick to take down Bayley there. And I bet Bayley's got some cobwebs right in her dome right there after suffering that kick. She gets dragged in the middle of the ring. Here we go with a pinfall attempt. Is this going to be enough? No, just a 1 count. It's Sonya Deville just stomping away. Sonya Deville really needs this big win if she wants to, you know, be taken seriously in the women's division. I mean, she's a very, very hard striker. She knows what to do in big moments for, you know, she was with Paige, obviously. Paige did a lot of mentoring with her and Mandy Rose, but you kind of got to do it now by yourself. You kind of got to learn with Mandy Rose, kind of see what's good, what's bad, what's going to work with certain superstars. Because Paige has been in this business for a very long time, and obviously she knows what to do to get it done inside that very ring. The big takedown there of Bayley. Oh, big kick. Oh, Sonya Deville, look at these big kicks. Big clothesline takes her down. And now Sonya. No, big. Oh, throwing her right into the barricade was Bayley. Uh-oh, Mandy Rose looking to get involved here, possibly. Drop kick takes down Sonya. I mean, if Mandy Rose tries to get involved, it could be disqualification, possibly, as Bayley with a neck breaker. Referee being very lenient with the counts here due to the ramifications of this match of being a Money in the Bank qualifier, as a brutal neck breaker again, taking it out on Sonya Deville here at ringside. We have a sold-out crowd here at the Raw Arena. A lot of big stuff going on as we are prepping 2 weeks away from Money in the Bank, as well as NXT TakeOver will be happening 2 weeks after Money in the Bank as well. As now, oh, throwing her right into the steel post. That is not good. And now Bayley showing a little bit of an aggressive side here to Sonya Deville. Oh, big forearm strike. Bayley is just taking it to Sonya here. Sonya trying to fight back. Connects with a drop kick. But for the most part, Bayley taking it to her. Sonya Deville rubbing it in the face of everyone here at Monday Night Raw. But as now Sonya finally throws her back inside the ring. See if she can finally get something going. Brings her back up to her feet here. Oh, look at Sonya. Sonya with almost like a triangle choke type maneuver. Little shades of The Undertaker. Is she going to make Bayley tap? Big opportunity here. Sonya. Bayley trying to fight. Can she do it? Yeah, she gets out of it momentarily. It's now Bayley with a hard Irish whip into the corner. Uh-oh. Bayley, here we go. Exploder suplex into the corner. And now Mandy Rose getting involved. Referee distracted. Fire and Desire. Mandy Rose trying to get involved as much as she can here. But, ooh, just enough to get involved in this matchup. Referee sees a beautiful woman. He cannot just not look away from her. As Bayley was looking at Mandy Rose. Snap suplex now into a pinfall attempt. But there is a rope break. Oh, and then a big stomp on the face. Bayley may need to have some surgery after getting stomped out like that. As now Sonya Deville looking to put away Bayley. Is she going to go to Money in the Bank? Oh my God. Did you hear that? What a kick. Bayley not moving. I think Sonya Deville has an upset victory here. No, 2.5. Very, very close. I don't get how Bayley kicked out. She got her chest caved in, and then somehow she's still in this matchup. As now Sonya Deville gonna work on that left knee, as well as that left ankle as well. Trying to do everything in her power to make sure that she cannot move, hit the Bayley to belly or anything like that. Oh, big punch there from Bayley. Big reversal from Sonya though. Oh, look at these brutal punches. Sonya Deville has that MMA background. She's a very vicious superstar. And look at Bayley. She's trying to stir up to her feet. Bayley could be in trouble right now. All she wants to do is join Becky Lynch and Ruby Riott on the Monday Night Raw side. Is Sonya Deville going to go for the pinfall once again? Is this enough? 2, 3. Yes, it is. The stomps in the corner was just too much for Bayley, and Sonya Deville with an upset victory tonight as she advances to Money in the Bank. Alright, it is time. Here comes the club. Gallows, Anderson, and Finn Balor. Recently, we've been seeing the shirts of Gallows and Anderson, the OC. We were actually able to talk to him earlier today about this whole the OC, what that really means. And they actually said it's called the original club, the only club that really ever matters. So they want to be called the OC, and apparently that's what we get. So the OC will be taking on the Revival. OC looking to become a big major tag team here on Monday Night Raw. Gonna get them opportunities, looking to change the face of Monday Night Raw's tag team division. And maybe if the OC can maybe win the tag team championships down the line and Finn Balor wins Money in the Bank for the Monday Night Raw side coming up in 2 weeks time, I think the OC could be fully taking over Monday Night Raw. But they have to worry about this tag team, the Revival. They get their opportunity in 2 weeks time for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Revival, no flips, just fish, Dash and Dawson. Very physical tag team making their way down to the ring. And I think, from what I'm being told right now, we'll be hearing from Ryder and Hawkins right after this matchup about this coming tag team match at Money in the Bank, and see if we have any news about the Attacker possibly. But nonetheless, the Revival versus the OC coming up right now in your co-main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a pretty good tag team match. Two of the best tag teams, I would say, here on Monday Night Raw would be the OC versus the Revival. Sanity is definitely up there, but I definitely would say these two are one of our best tag team duos that we have. As Dash Wilder looking to go to work. Luke Gallows, the big man, looking to go to work here. But Wilder a little bit faster as he takes down the big man, Luke Gallows. As now a little headlock, now switching it to the forearm. Little stalemate going on between both of these men, trying to feel each other out here. Just trying to wrench that forearm right there, just behind his back. But Gallows, a little bit, now we can see a submission hold here, trying to rip out the socket of that arm. As now Gallows, the big knee, all that weight, 300 plus pounds. Luke Gallows going for a big boot, but that didn't really work out in his favor there. Gallows with a big punch. And then look at Luke Gallows, the big punches from the big man, Luke Gallows, going to work. Maybe this whole changing up the name from the club to the, maybe this will change up everything for the OC. Anderson Gallows, one of the best tag teams we had there on SmackDown Live, coming over here to Monday Night Raw with Finn Balor, part of the Superstar shakeup and everything like that. Big chop there from Dawson, trying to take down the big man here, but Gallows not having any of it, taking these big punches to Dawson. As now off the ropes we go. Here comes Gallows, gonna focus on that left shoulder, exactly what he was just doing with Wilder, but Dawson trying to fight out of it, and he does. As hard Irish whip in the corner here. That is not a place you want to be, Dawson. In the tree of, it's a big boot to the sternum. That is not going to be helping you trying to breathe, and especially when you're facing Gallows and Anderson here. Looking for maybe a possible tag. Dawson not having any of that. As now a hard Irish whip into the other corner. But missing out on that. As now Gallows looking to change up the ring here. A snapmare takedown. And then a big kick, but that didn't phase Dawson though. Oh, going for a drop kick. Big man stunned a little bit in the corner now. As now Dawson, snake eyes to the big man. But it still was not enough to drop him, though. And he just throws him like a cruiserweight. An absolute paperweight. And I think Gallows needs to possibly get a tag just to, freshen up in this matchup. Very brutal elbow strikes, though. Anderson absolutely loving it. So is Finn Balor. As Dawson with a shoulder tackle takes down Gallows. Gallows looking to maybe get a hot tag. Oh, wait. Maybe. Gallows pump handle slam to Dawson. And just like that, the OC back in control. Going for a big boot. But Dawson again get the upper hand. Currently we have Kurt Angle on the loose backstage looking for Bray Wyatt. Question is he going to be able to find Bray Wyatt, or is it just a lost cause? Kurt Angle said that it needs to stop. Whatever Bray Wyatt is trying to do, it needs to stop. So Kurt Angle's running around the building, trying to talk to people, see if they've seen anything from Bray Wyatt whatsoever. As, nice back body drop reversal, though, from Gallows. Normally Gallows and Anderson usually do frequent tags, but we haven't really seen that. It's been more of Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder of the Revival using frequent tags. As now here comes Carl Anderson. Big clothesline takes down Anderson. As still to come tonight, your Universal Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. He'll be in action against Sheamus later on tonight in your main event. As well as we'll be hearing from Hawkins and Ryder coming up right after this matchup, as well as maybe we'll get some more news and see if Kurt Angle is any closer to finding Bray Wyatt. The Fiend, whatever you'd like to call him. As here we go with a submission hold, a little bit of a cross-face attempt. Right in the middle of the ring, right in the face there of the big man, Luke Gallows. Big punch there into a dropkick. No, he misses. And now Dawson's going to try and make him pay. As now into the corner we go. Missing that running uppercut. And now Dawson, here we go. Dawson going to make him pay with a nice Northern Lights suplex. Sometimes you're going to see some very technical wrestling from both sides. Oh my God. Going right after that left knee. Dawson going to work on Anderson here. As he now has him in the corner. Dawson with the big reversal in this matchup. And the big clothesline takes down Anderson in the corner. Gallows really wants a tag right now. He senses that Anderson is in trouble right now. As now Dawson with a tag here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, setting it up for the Shatter Machine to Anderson. Is that gonna be enough? Pinfall attempt here. 2, 3, yes it is. The Revival with a big win before their Raw Tag Team Championship rematch coming your guys' way in 2 weeks' time. Back and forth match. Gallows and Anderson, it seemed like they weren't really in sync there for a bit. But I think Anderson, Gallows, just a bad night for him. Finn Balor was there at ringside trying to show some support like they did last week for him. But the Shatter Machine right there at the very end was all she wrote. We'll see it one more time from a different angle. Dawson with a tag. Gallows tried to break it up, but Dash Wilder was right there to make sure he couldn't break it up. Shatter Machine, he gets all of it, and it was all she wrote. Wilder, Dawson, get it done tonight. But the question is, can they do it against Ryder and Hawkins? And talking about your Raw Tag Team Champions, we're going to hear from them right now. Zach, I got a random message on my phone the other day saying that the person that attacked me will be joining the Revival in 2 weeks' time in that tag team match. It's not going to be a handicap match against us, but all I'm being told from this text message is that in 2 weeks' time, this person is just joining them. They're not going to come out face to face like a man. They're just going to come up with the Revival and basically just join them. It's not giving me a hint of who it is. It's just frustration right now, Zach. I don't know what to do. Bro, that's messed up, bro. I don't know what's going on, but we'll be walking out still the Raw Tag Team Champions. And whoever attacked you, man, will be fine. If they were man enough, they would have showed up to Raw this week or next week. But all we got to do is worry about the Revival, and we'll still walk out the Tag Team Champions, bro. I have literally looked up this whole building looking for Bray Wyatt. I've checked my office. I've checked Vince's office. I've checked Stephanie's office. I've checked the whole locker room area for the men. I've knocked in the women's area to see what was going on. Nothing. Nobody has seen Bray Wyatt this whole time. I do not know what the hell is going on. Maybe by the end of the night I'll find something out. But as of right now, I cannot find Bray Wyatt. Let me in. Wait a minute, Bray, that's the Fiend. That's the Fiend. He's found Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's found Bray Wyatt. Oh my God. The Fiend. But Angle back up to his feet. But the Fiend, just like that, he's found Angle. Oh my God. The Fiend absolutely destroying our Raw General Manager. We're soon not going to have anyone here. Oh my God. Almost throwing him through the damn brick wall there. But again, Angle back up to his feet. He's not going to go down without a fight. But Bray Wyatt. Oh my God. We need some security back here. Bray Wyatt is beating the living hell out of Kurt Angle. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Someone stop this man. This is a disgrace. Just destroying our Raw General Manager like that. And now, Bray Wyatt. Oh my God, the Fiend. The Fiend. Absolutely destroying Kurt Angle. The Fiend needs to be stopped, man. There's no one, and I mean no one, who can stop this man. Kurt Angle said in the beginning of the night that John Cena, hopefully, from what he's saying, he should be 100% ready for that Intercontinental Championship match. Angle says he was going to go try and find the Fiend. The Fiend finds him in the locker room, destroys him out in the hallway, while one person in the back of the hallway or whatever is still taking pictures of Alexa Bliss, which is not even here or there, but I mean, it's just, we'll try and get back to some action here as Sheamus, he's taking on your Universal Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Should be a pretty good hard-hitting matchup for sure. Sheamus, a multi-time Raw Tag Team Champion. He trying to reboost his career going here on Monday Night Raw. Hasn't been the best so far. Cesaro's doing a lot better on SmackDown Live. So for Sheamus, it's a big opportunity to, just build some momentum, maybe get a big win over Nakamura, and then maybe climb the rankings here on Monday Night Raw. But it is going to be a tough test, though, for Sheamus, as he is taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, a King of Strong Style superstar that can take out punishment and even dish it even better. As here he comes, your Universal Champion, and a man that is going to possibly have troubles defending that Universal Championship in a gauntlet match coming up in 2 weeks' time. It is Nakamura versus Triple H versus Randy Orton versus Batista in a gauntlet match for the Universal Championship. So if I understand the rules correctly, if Nakamura is beaten by the second superstar, so let's say he defeats Randy Orton first, but loses to Triple H in the second matchup, the gauntlet match ends. So either Nakamura could either have 3 matches, 2 matches, or just 1. It just all depends on what happens during the matchup. But nonetheless, Nakamura is going to do his damnedest to make sure that Universal Championship stays around his waist and doesn't lose to Evolution in their power-hungry hands. But tonight, Nakamura needs to focus on Sheamus. And it could only take one bro kick tonight, and Shinsuke Nakamura could be out. Anything is possible, as being told right now, we're getting some medical attention to Kurt Angle right now. He's being stretchered out right now. Bray Wyatt was beating him down with some Sister Abigails, or the Fiend, whatever you'd like to call it. This alternate personality of Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, destroying Kurt Angle in the locker room area, eventually throwing him into a wall, and Kurt Angle being hit with a steel chair as well. So we'll probably have Kurt Angle to a local hospital nearby as soon as we can to really see what exactly are the injuries. So if Angle's hurt too bad, we might have to have an interim GM or some sort. Ooh, big stomp on that left arm right there, just trying to hurt Sheamus as much as he can. As now Sheamus, back suplex right there. And you see Evolution's been trying to, pay off guys like Tony Nese and guys like Shelton Benjamin to, really get involved in matches. I mean, at the pay-per-view of Backlash, Nakamura almost lost to Batista just because Shelton Benjamin got paid off by Stephanie McMahon to come out and basically distract Nakamura. Batista hit a roll-up, but it only had a 2.5 on it. So Nakamura got really lucky with that, as Sheamus was able to kick out before that 2 count there. Oh my God, that punch just decapitated Sheamus. He was out like a he was out like the wind, honestly. Whatever you want to say, but he was definitely out. He was sleeping. He might have not been conscious for a good couple seconds there. As now Sheamus, oh my God, what a suplex, dropping Nakamura right on his head. I mean, in this matchup right now is going to be a good little preview of what's going to be happening in a couple weeks' time. I mean, it's going to be a hard-hitting match. It's going to be a grueling, probably bloody matchup, because Orton, Triple H, Batista, they're going to do everything in their power. And we haven't seen Batista since losing that championship. We've been told he's still filming movies and stuff like that, so we'll see if he's going to be ring ready for the big championship match coming his way in a couple weeks' time. Big reversal, though, from Nakamura, bringing the fight to him. No. And if you guys are just tuning in right now, this is your main event of the evening. So far tonight, we saw Drew McIntyre take on Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler would get the upper hand on Drew McIntyre. Angle would cut a promo later on in the night saying that he would be going out and looking for Bray Wyatt. He said this has to end. We'll talk about more of that here in a second. We saw EC3 battle Bobby Roode. EC3 defeats Bobby Roode. We saw Sonya Deville with an upset victory. So now it's Ruby Riott, Becky Lynch, and Sonya Deville representing Raw so far. The Revival versus the Club. The Revival defeat the Club in a tag team match. And then we're witnessing Nakamura and Sheamus. But just moments ago, Kurt Angle would reveal that he's looked everywhere, couldn't find Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. And then all of a sudden we see Bray Wyatt, or the Fiend, say, "Let me in." Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, comes right in. Was that a bro kick? Hold on a minute. That may have been a bro kick. Hold on. That may be enough. 2. No, 2.5. But the Fiend says, "Let me in." He comes right after Kurt Angle, hits a couple Sister Abigails on Kurt Angle, throws him into a wall, even beats him up with a steel chair multiple times. So and Kurt Angle's being rushed to a medical facility as we speak right now, so we may need an interim GM next week, because we don't know the actual injuries that occurred. As now Nakamura looking to go high risk here. What does he have in store for Sheamus here? Nakamura, Kinshasa. Oh my God, he landed on his own neck. Oh God, he connected definitely with the Kinshasa, but landing on his own neck like that's Nakamura may want to get checked out by the medical staff. Man, that was brutal enough on Sheamus, but even worse on his side as well. But nonetheless, that Kinshasa from the second rope did the job, ladies and gentlemen. A brutal knee strike, hurts himself and Sheamus at the same time. Hopefully we'll be able to see it in this replay, as Sheamus was going to town on Nakamura. Hits the brogue kick. I don't think he got enough of it. It was more like a knee strike. But Nakamura gets the job done. We don't get to really see the replay of it. But Nakamura gets the done over Sheamus tonight. Nakamura needed this momentum as he gets ready for Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H in a gauntlet match at Money in the Bank. Wait, that's Randy Orton. That's Randy Orton. Hold on, Randy Orton. No, RKO. RKO. Randy Orton coming through the crowd. Nakamura celebrating, and Randy Orton makes him pay. Are you kidding me right now? This night has absolutely been in shambles. And Orton gonna make Nakamura. Oh my God, this is not going to make him 100% whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we need some total control around here. This is just been up in flames, honestly. What the hell's going on now? Orton has him on top. Big forearm punch there is. Wait, no. Randy, don't you do this. Randy, don't do this. Randy, RKO. Avalanche RKO. Off the top rope, Randy Orton sending a direct message to Shinsuke Nakamura that it's all about evolution.